19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Ward. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
First down throw here for Ward. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Pacheco has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pacheco again. And this time he makes it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Jones. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Taylor again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Cody
As that
Barton on the
linebacker makes
stop.
that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set, third down. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Completed to his running back. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Jones with the snap. They're going for it. Throw caught by his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march in enemy territory. Jones off first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go. Half the 60, half the 60. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Trying again, following the set. Left side into the hands of McBride. He's still going at the 30. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, or they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. He's got it. It's in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Titans' 3-yard line.
Taylor. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10.
Check back, check back. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 3.
Second Second down run by Pacheco. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at first down here. Ward off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Pack the 50.
Another try following the sack. This is brought in. Big gain for Lockett. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action now with Jones. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm sorry, Kate. I'm trying to remember a time that we saw a lead change on a safety. It's been a while. And that effort defensively nearly got it done. So close to the goal line with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. No gain that time, and it leaves them with third and long.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 70 Lions. That's your man. That's your man.
From his own end zone on third and long. He puts everything behind this one. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Everyone looks settled in for some football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. They go again with Taylor. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. This is ahead for about 5. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Jones. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play fake with Jones. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end are often the ones who make a postseason run.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 here. Ward. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Following the near interception, this is second and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Cut out left. Still has some space inside the 35. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Motioning him from the slot right. Here we go, second and 9. Escapes the puck, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Ward now. Complete beyond the marker. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown! No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play fake, Jones. He's got Ayuk downfield. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Titans are leading so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they...
And the kick is missed, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like a defensive miscue is going to give them another try. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ward. Into a crowd and, intercepted! Jair Brown has it! Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're gonna try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Man, this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Justin Reed with the tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And now it's 2nd down. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time, but my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones hits him on the out route. And they nearly picked up the 1st down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Again, Jones to the air. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He finds Chigakonkwo for the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10 now. It's caught. This is Tyjae Spears. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Again, Ward going to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air with Ward. He's able to hit Ridley, complete. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Working quickly here. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a second quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Reed now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, throw by Jones. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Taylor now, up the middle. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pistol now for Jones. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Jones with the snap. They're going for it. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. New set of downs for him at the 38. Jones on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To throw again, it's Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. He spins right by him, and he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Jones gonna throw again. He's got McBride complete. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're gonna give him the opposing 49. He gets 6 on that play, and it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up 1st and 10. To the air once more. Here's Jones. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10. Here's Ward to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... This is brought in at the 15. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
From the gun, it's Ward. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On 1st down, Jones. Oh, brother, it's another interception! Justin Reed has the INT. And the Titans will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
First and 10 here. Ward. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the 49ers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
A tight end in motion now. Ward off the play fake. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Trey Brown. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. Seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take a 13-point lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. '49ers to the line, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. He's off again! And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Taylor. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Kevin Winston in on that tackle. Offense up to the line fast. They go play fake with Jones. Taken in by Downs, left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. A run here with Taylor. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Here's Ward. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Ward now. He lets one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw this one. Ward. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
From the 34. Escapes the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He sends this one to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it fourth down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's a handoff for Taylor. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Jones. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Jones setting up the play action. Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, here's Ward. He's got it along the sideline. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch while keeping those feet in bounds.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Ward setting to pass. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Titans have it with the lead. Just gotta hang on for a little bit longer. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run now with Pacheco. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Right back to Pacheco. He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Ward. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Punt coming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hekker. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. First and 10 now from the 30. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Jukes out a 1-stop. And the hit helps send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the 37. This is reeled in by Jauan Jennings. Now he's past the 25. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First down throw here for Ward. This is Ridley working the right side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And the 49ers in a dime set now, 3rd down coming. He'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down, Ward. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. From the gun, it's Ward. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10 here. Ward. Short pass brought in. He's got room to roam here. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Titans going for the win here. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Pacheco will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. He gets it again. And this time he makes it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have taken the lead late. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Back to throw. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, They could get burned.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. The 30. Gets the 10. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 35 apiece. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now to throw. Here's a loft deep down the middle. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And this still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position. First throw of overtime now. On the move. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The 49ers parlay the turnover into a lead. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics, not by making a stop, but by being the ones to score that game-ending touchdown. What an unexpected and exciting way to conclude this incredible ball game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.